Blu-ray collection part 8. I'm going to have to stop doing that soon. Ahoy hoy everybody, and welcome to part 8 of this look at my Blu-ray collection. Even number, so I'm not doing the blurb. First up we have Richard Ayoade's film. He wrote and directed, I think he wrote it, he certainly directed it. He co-wrote it, but I think. The Double. I loved his first film, Submarine. I'm a big fan of him as a person and as an actor. This has got Mia Wasikowska in, who I'm a big fan of. This film didn't quite do it for me. It was clever, it looked great, but it got a bit boring to me, for me, personally. Basic Instinct, you all know about Basic Instinct. Film I've always enjoyed. I love Paul Verhoeven, the director. It's Basic Instinct. This is series 1 of Derek, Ricky Gervais's series, which I really loved. I know there's a bit of controversy about him playing a character who supposedly had mental health problems. It's never quite made clear that he does. But yeah, I thought it was an excellent series. Can't remember if I should have series 2 because I loved it. I just don't remember if I have or not. You might see soon. This is Anna Karenina, starring Keira Knightley, Jude Law, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Kelly MacDonald, directed by Joe Wright, who directed Keira in Atonement and Pride and Prejudice. Didn't like this much. Visually it was spectacular, but I found it boring. This, on the other hand, was an excellent film. This is An Education, starring Carey Mulligan, Alfred Molina, Peter Sarsgaard, Rosamund Pike. So, Carey Mulligan's a 16-year-old schoolgirl, very intelligent, falls in with some older people, basically. Yeah, it's just a really, really good film. Set in the 60s, and the Cultural Revolution time. This is Dark Shadows. Tim Burton, as mentioned before, big fan of. This is based on the old American. Basically, it was a horror soap opera. Yeah, Johnny Depp, Michelle Pfeiffer, Helena Bonham Carter, Ava Green, Johnny Lee Miller, Chloe Grace Moretz, Bella Heathcote. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's one of his best films, Tim Burton's best films, but I enjoyed it. Dark Knight Rises, so the third of the trilogy. So this is the one with Bane and Catwoman. I enjoyed it a lot. Dark Knight, obviously, is the classic of the trilogy. Some people I know don't rate this one, but as I say, I enjoy it a lot. Here is The Dark Knight. Practically a perfect film, if not a perfect film. This is a great film. This is Dark City. So this was made by Alex Proyas, who did The Crow, I think, if memory serves. Yes, and I, Robot. So it's a strange one. See how they describe it. Okay, so Rufus Sewell wakes up one morning at the scene of a grisly murder of a prostitute played by Melissa George. Police are hunting him down. He's just got no memory whatsoever. Woman played by Jennifer Connelly says she's his wife, but he doesn't remember her. And he discovers it as a group of strange pale men who sort of controlling the city and everyone in it. And yeah, it's also got Kiefer Sutherland in it, William Hurt, Richard O'Brien. It's very twisty-turny, sci-fi, dystopian brilliance. Stanley Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Learned to Love a Bomb. Is that right? And Learn to Love and Love a Bomb. Nearly got it. Great film. You can't fight in here. This is the war room. Peter Sellers playing a number of roles, including the president. An accidental nuclear attack. A crazed general orders a nuclear strike on the USSR. And they try and stop it, basically. But it's just really funny. Excellent performances. Great film. It's Domino. Film I love. Great performance by Keira Knightley. Directed by Tony Scott. Based on a true story of Domino Harvey. Or Harvey, one of the two. Harvey. Who was a supermodel who got a drug addiction, cleaned up and became a bounty hunter. And this is based on her life. Just really good film. Typical Tony Scott, you know, highly visualised. But yeah, funny in parts, good action, sexy, dramatic. Just a really good film. Domino. It's a film I love. This is Blue as the Warmest Colours. Controversial because it's got a long lesbian love scene in the middle of it. But I just fell in love with Adele Exarchopoulos watching this, and Leah Seydoux is great in it as well. So Adele plays a 15-year-old called Adele, handily, who's at school. She's got a boyfriend, but she's not really happy. Then she sees this girl with blue hair, played by Leah Seydoux, and becomes infatuated with her, and they end up hooking up. It's sort of the story of their relationship. Yeah, beautiful film, brilliant acting, particularly the leads, but particularly Adele. Okay, this is one of a few Bill Baileys that you'll see over these next few videos. This is Quan Pedler live at Hammersmith Apollo. I bought this through his website, signed by Bill. Big fan of Bill, see him on every tour when he plays locally. I think he's just a genius. I've been following his career ever since I saw him as part of the Rubber Bishops, before he went solo even. Yeah, it's just wonderful stuff. This is Species, one of those films that I've owned on every format, always loved. It's schlocky, but I really enjoy it. Natasha Henstridge is Syl, who's a human-alien hybrid who escapes and starts killing people because she wants to procreate. And there's a group of hunters sort of tracking her down, trying to stop her, basically. But yeah, really good. This is Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This is the 70s version. 1978. It's an Arrow release, loads of extras on this. Really like this version. Donald Sutherland, Brooke Adams, and other people. Leonard Nimoy, Jeff Goldblum, Veronica Cartwright. I knew there was proper people in it. But yeah, really, you know, it's a classic story, and this is a really good version of it. Too much talking. Okay, we have some Doctor Who. First up, we have The Day of the Doctor, the 50th anniversary special. This is the 3D version. They then subsequently brought out the special edition, which I've shown the box set of. They had various releases on, and loads of extras, but this was just got Day of the Doctor plus the related mini episodes. So that was The Night of the Doctor and what was the other one? Can't remember what the other one was, but the two related mini episodes, behind the scenes bits, trailers, and Doctor Who Explained, but nowhere near as many extras as on the box set. But I loved this. Something special about the multi-Doctor episodes. And Jenna Coleman and Billy Piper in the same episode. What more could a boy want? This is a complete 7 series of Doctor Who, so that's Matt Smith's last series. Yes, I think so. Yeah, I think it was. So, it's Doctor Widow and Wardrobe, Asylum of Daleks, Dinosaurs on the Spaceship, Town Called Mercy, Power of Three, Angels Take Manhattan, Snowmen, Bells of St. John, Rings of Akatan, Cold War High, Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS, Crimson Horror, Nightmare in Silver, The Name of a Doctor. So this was a split series. So the first half was Amy and Rory, plus Oswin at the start, who became Clara. If you know, you know. But then Clara in the second half of the series. Loads of extras and commentaries and what have you in here. This is the Doctor and the Widow and the Wardrobe. So this was the Christmas special from between series 6 and 7. Initially they said this wasn't going to be on the series 7 box set. Then they changed their mind, so that's why I have individual release of this. But it's a good Christmas special. It's one of the better ones in my opinion. This on a steelbook is the 5th series. So that was Matt Smith's first series, if you're playing along at home. So this comes little booklet and the blurby bit. This came with some art cards, which I will show you if I can get them out. Oh, that's collapsed. I like these. Yeah, this... I think this was Matt Smith's best series for his portrayal of the Doctor, personally. And some good stories in here. The 11th Hour was great. Beast Below, Victory of the Daleks, Time of Angels, Flesh and Stone, Vampires of Venice, Amy's Choice, Hungry Earth, Cold Blood, Vincent and the Doctor, which was magnificent, The Lodger, Pandorica Opens and The Big Bang. Lots of special features. Nothing special inside the steelbook. So as I mentioned on an earlier video, I don't really get steelbooks. The attraction, some of them look okay, some of them look boring. They seem unpractical, impractical, whatever you want to say to me. You know, they're easily dented, damaged, fingerprinted. Don't really get it, personally. But each to their own. Okay, a couple more Doctor Who and we'll finish this part. This is the complete specials. So when David Tennant announced he was leaving Doctor Who, part of his way of leaving and still fitting it around his busy schedule was, rather than have a final complete series, he did a year of specials. So this has got I haven't got a list anywhere obvious, it would be too easy. So it's got the Next Doctor, which was technically the Christmas special of his season 4, his last season. Then Planet of the Dead, which was an Easter special. Waters at Mars, which I think was around August bank holiday, something like that. Then the End of Time Part 1 and 2, which was Christmas Day and New Year's Day. And that was his regeneration episode. Just really, really good stuff. I have a lot of time for Planet of the Dead. I know some people don't like it, but I do love Michelle Ryan. And finally, this is Spearhead from Space. So this was John Pertwee's first episode as the third Doctor. They were able to do this on Blu-ray because due to a strike, it was shot entirely, or more or less entirely, on location and using film rather than videotape. So it was suitable for an upgrade to a Blu-ray. It's a good episode. I'm not a huge fan of John Pertwee era, but I do like Spearhead from Space, and there's some good extras on here as well. Okay, so that's the end of part 8. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye.